It was an exciting time. The world of capital market was transforming at rapid speed, both in the US and in Europe. Nasdaq was challenging the established players in the US cash equities at a speed that was just mind-boggling. The world was going global at a rapid pace, and the OMX team in the Nordics were actually doing the same thing and understanding really the power of technology and how to transform the landscape in Europe. So it was just exhilarating time because we knew that each in our own markets had the recipe for success, and on a combined basis, we could even cross-sell our knowledge and go further. The world was growing, we were embracing the trends, the tailwinds were really strong, and I think the past 10 years really showed that the power of the combination really materialized following the deal. Nasdaq business changed dramatically, and of course the OMX business, changed dramatically. I think we benefited from, combining the two very unique cultures and very, very similar cultures in terms of challenging the incumbent, wanted to put technology first in their offering and really being aggressively moving ahead and seizing the opportunity that the capital markets afforded to both of us. So we both, at every level of the organization, it changed. From a culture standpoint, clearly we became global. We doubled the size of the company, a ton of exposure to different ways of doing the business. Clearly the folks in the US were doing transaction listing, data different from how the folks and our colleagues at OMX were doing the same businesses. A lot of cross-pollination of the culture, a lot of learning, a lot of excitement, and also the Nasdaq became global. So for the first time, we had reached outside of the four corners of the US market. So it was a real opening at the time where the world was going global everywhere around us. So we felt that we're embracing the macro trend in the economy, the macro trend in how the world was moving in the capital markets. And the Nasdaq acquired a new business that we didn't have, which was selling technology to others. And that was a really big moment to really foster, how Nasdaq and the combined company would become 10 years later. One of our favorite, moment is just at the time of the deal, a few days before it was announced, there was this surreal moment when we're in Stockholm, and the old OMX team, Max Bucker and Hans Ulrich, showed to the Nasdaq team the Stockholm facility, but they did it at midnight or 11 p.m. at night to make sure that the office was empty, there was nobody, so that nobody would leak into the press about our deal. So here we are in the middle of the night in Stockholm with a handful of executives on both teams just touring the facility in Stockholm, with no one, and the team talking about the employees here and what the offices was there. It was kind of surreal, unique, but it shows the motivation and the ambition and the vision for the combined company. It was a moment of time where we really felt that the stars were aligning for the combined company. I think in all business endeavor, you need to rely on talent, and really the combined talents of the enterprises, that the Nasdaq talent that we're bringing into the deal, the talents that came from the OMX were key ingredients to transform and help transform the industry. At that time, we were the leading exchanges respectfully in both continents, in both sides of the pond. So we had the talent. We both mastered technology in an incredible fashion here in the US, by providing super technology to the New York Stock Exchange, and the OMX being such a highly regarded brand to deliver technology to other exchanges. We had the common desire of entrepreneurship. We really wanted to challenge the established, large exchanges both in the US and in Europe. When you bring talent of the people, knowledge, when you bring the expertise in technology, when you bring the drive, the motivation, and the collaboration, we knew we had a great cocktail to lead us for the next 10 years, which is exactly what happened. The promises of the deal that we had 10 years ago continue to live on, i.e. the technology is the key asset. It was really confined in the world of exchanges. Now technology, as we believe today, the technology that was commonly developed by the organization goes outside the financial markets. What excites us is the fact that as the world becomes more digitized, as the commerce becomes done through form of electronic format, the power of our technology, the power of creating markets, the power of regulating markets is really can extend beyond the financial markets to other part, the other corner of the economy. So that's what excites us. So we can, for the first time, I think, see the future of our technology, of our business processes, of our knowledge, transfer into other parts of the economy, which is much greater than the smaller confines of the capital market. So I think that's really exciting, and that's really is what driving the whole management team and all the employees and all the people in our team, delivering solution outside of our core markets into the broader world and the broader economy as it becomes digitized.